Hi guys, I'm Dr. Jen Caudle. I'm a practicing family physician, I'm an on-air health expert, and I'm a video creator. And every single day I bring to you different health topics as well as videos on COVID-19. So if you're interested in this type of content, please subscribe to my channel and click the little bell for updates as well. Okay, today we are talking about a question that many of you guys have asked me. Many of you guys have said, okay, if I've had COVID-19, how long do I need to wait before I get the COVID vaccine? Big question, super important question, given how many people throughout this country have gotten COVID-19, right? And by the way, getting the COVID vaccine is one of the most important things we can do to really help fight and combat this crazy pandemic that we're literally living through. In addition to wearing our masks, social distancing, staying out of groups, hand washing, all that stuff, getting this vaccine is crucial. So I'm going to read to you exactly straight from the CDC what you need to do and how long you need to wait if you've had COVID-19 before you can get your vaccine. Okay, according to the CDC, and by the way, a lot of you have wondered, is it 90 days? Do I get it right after? What's the deal? So this is the answer. Okay, the CDC says, vaccination of persons with known current SARS-CoV-2 infection should be deferred until the person has recovered from the acute illness, if they had symptoms, and criteria have been met for them to discontinue isolation. All right, so let's break this down and just talk about this in plain terms. What does this mean? It basically means if you have COVID-19 or if you've had COVID-19, you should not get the vaccine until, number one, you have recovered from your acute illness. Okay. And number two, you have met criteria to discontinue isolation. Super, super important. I hope that is clear. That is sort of straight from the CDC's mouth. It's directly from their website. Okay. So if you've had COVID-19, you can get the vaccine. You just have to wait till you're recovered and you've discontinued isolation. Now, some of you are wondering about, well, I thought I was supposed to delay vaccination or something like that. Well, let me tell you what the CDC says about that. Basically, the CDC says, current evidence suggests that the risk of SARS-CoV-2 reinfection is low in the months after the initial infection with COVID, but may increase in time due to waning immunity. So the CDC says that because we have a shortage of vaccines, people with recent COVID infection may choose to temporarily delay vaccination if they want to, recognizing that the risk of reinfection and need for vaccination may increase with time after their initial infection. Does that make sense? It's basically saying that because, if you just got COVID, your risk of reinfection right after then is low. So if you want to delay vaccination for right now, given that supplies are low, you can do that. You just have to understand that as time goes on, that risk of reinfection goes up and the need for vaccination goes up as well, okay? Now, let me get to the 90-day situation because a lot of you are like, but wait, I thought I read something about 90 days. Okay, the 90 days has to do with monoclonal antibodies or convalescent plasma treatment received for COVID infection. That's where the 90 days comes in. This is what the CDC says. They say, currently, there's no data on the safety and efficacy of mRNA COVID-19 vaccines and people who received monoclonal antibodies or convalescent plasma as part of their COVID-19 treatment, okay? So we don't have a lot of data about that. And based on the evidence that we have, the CDC suggests that vaccination with the COVID vaccine should be deferred for at least 90 days as a precautionary measure until additional information becomes available to avoid potential interference of the antibody therapy with vaccine-induced immune responses. A lot of gobbledygook. Let me break it down. What that means is if you got monoclonal antibodies or convalescent plasma as part of your treatment for COVID-19, you need to wait 90 days. That's the bottom line with that, okay? So that's who needs to wait 90 days. If you just had COVID-19 infection, you did not receive monoclonal antibodies or convalescent plasma, you can get COVID vaccination after you have recovered from the illness and you have met the criteria to discontinue isolation. Guys, I hope this is helpful. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've not subscribed to my channel, I invite you to do so. Click the little bell to get updates as well. Also consider joining my subscription groups here on YouTube for extra perks. Also leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this video. Guys, I will be back soon with more information.